As you can see, this is not really a guitar, so forgive me if the description was slightly misleading. It is a guitar-like instrument. It's, I call it a Legogo, and it's got made out of Legos and rubber bands. I'm going to play with the guitar pick here, and in a minute I'm going to show you how to make it. Alright, we are going to attempt to show you how to build this, and to do so I'm actually going to take it apart and then cut the footage as if I were putting it together. So we'll see how this works. And you're going to start with a standard Lego plate. These are, I keep counting these and forgetting, I believe 20, 6, 8, 10, 12, yeah, 20 by 10. And if you don't have one of those, you can build with bricks something that size, and we'll be building on this. You may not be able to fully follow every direction. I'll be as detailed as I can, but use your imagination, and a lot of it's just structure to support things, so it doesn't have to be exactly what I did. You're going to put a 2x6 right here. It's 4 dots from the edge of the plate, and then we're going to fill in red bricks here, sticking 2 off. Well, they don't have to be red, just happens mine are red. Yeah, to the edge of the plate. And then a support beam across to hold it in place. Just like that. We're going to need some structure up on here. These are going to be used to change the lengths of the strings. We're just going to have the strings wrap around. That'll change their different lengths. And some of this will be used. We need that out. Now what I've got here on mine has slots in it. Just because I'm reverse engineering this. This was from earlier on. You don't actually need those slots here, so you can make this solid across. It's a 10, yeah, it's a 10 by 2. And we're going to add it right here. For you, I say it can be 2 solid 10 by 2s. Connected at the end, so we're like that. Yours can be solid. I'm going to take, I've got a 6 here with 2 4 bricks on it like this, and the whole point of this is simply to create a brace here. Next we're going to put our rubber bands on. Just going to pull them across like that. We'll need 4 of them. To grab another one, I broke the first one later in the video because I filmed this in reverse, but now that everything's open I can put it back on. It really should be a thin one. I think I'm out of thin ones, so it's going to have to be thicker, but you ideally would want a thin one. If you have different, if your rubber bands are all the same, that's fine too. I can see it's not going to make too great sound, kind of buzzes and stuff. We'll fix that later. Alright, so now we've got something that looks bizarrely like this. This is going to be the neck of our instrument. Now we'll take a look at building the body and then put them together. Alright, we're going to take a standard Lego plate. This is, I counted it before, I forget now. 20 by 10. I say I counted it before. In terms of this video, it's actually later because I filmed this all backwards, taking it apart. But anyways, standard Lego plate, 20 by 10. If you don't have one, you can build it out of bricks. Make sure you provide some support for it underneath with some flat pieces. This is what we're going to build the body on. So we just have that 1/6 in the middle. We're going to put a brick next to it, like so, on each side. Actually, really the only reason that's there is because this plate is broken in half. A lot of my plates like this are. We need to fill in the front here. Sticking out too. There we have like that. Now I'm going to take a flat 6 and place it in the middle right here. Help provide some support there. Everything I'm doing on this side should be done equally to the other side. Add 2 more pieces sticking out this way on the side. Adding a 4 right here next to the slat piece. And then adding a 3 right here. We just lost a piece there. Oops. Lay a couple pieces on, one here and one here. Oops, that's falling right there. Alright, we're going to add beams across the front here. Sticking out too. Extend the length here on the front. Oh, we should have just one showing there. And that'll put us on the seams and make it a little stronger. Move those over like that. And there we go. Oops, one fell off. It went far, far away. Okay, I'll grab a different piece from here to show you. Alright, so it should look like that. Look like a step ladder. Alright, we're adding beam here, 3 by 2. This is actually made by 3 flat pieces, but the same size as a 3 by 2 right here. And then we need a cross section here and 2 here, like that on each side. Yeah, something like that. I'm going to add more structure here. That's a 3 I'm putting on the end, a 3 on the other end. And then these are going to stick out too. They're 4s, but they're going to stick out too. Just all the way across. So we have like that. I've added a square plate here, flat. There's a flat plate across here. These are just covering up seams, making everything nice and tight so it doesn't fall apart. And I'm going to add another one there. Okay. Alright, we're going to take another plate. Are these 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 by 10, I believe. This was a pretty standard Lego size plate. 20 by 10. This has this support here and on the bottom because this plate is actually broken. If I move it, you see it's broken in half. Put it back together. We're going to be adding this plate on right here. Alright, we've got a couple cross. This cross beam is only here because this plate is broken in half. This cross beam is also here because the plate's broken in half. And this will go across the 2 of them to help hold them together. And there's a bunch of cross beams here to help hold them together. Use your imagination. I'm not going to go in detail. You just need enough stuff to hold the 2 plates together, or whatever you have to do. If you don't have the big plates, you'll have to build them. So you'll probably need more structure. You just put those on there. And build up some structure here. These are all 8 by 1s. Set one there, and then on top, and then on top. Same thing on the other side. You're going to need this support to handle the tension, like that. Alright, very short step here. We've got 2 of the 2 by 1s, and we're going to click it on the edge of the little black strip there, like that. Alright, we're going to add some structure to the back here. by putting bricks sticking out two on, two off, like that. 4 on each side. I just had 3 there, now I have 4. Alright. So, like that. To hold these on, my towel keeps sliding. To hold these on, I'm going to take a big brick. This is an 8x2. And I'm going to lay it across. Like so. I think I got that even. Yeah. Oops. Knock some bricks off. And then one across here. Guess that's not quite the way I need it because that didn't stay on. I need to come flush. How are we going to do that? Oh, yeah, I thought it was supposed to be like that. Yeah, that's right. I guess it hangs off. Okay, sorry. So that we now built a row across like this. Alright, we're going to work on some of the structure here. I've got a 6x1 to connect in there. 1 on each side. And then I've got a larger one, I think this is an 8, to connect over that and build the structure up. So we now have it like that. Right, working on the front here, we're going to take a plate. This plate is 2, 4, 6, 8, and this is 12 by 4. I'm going to put it right here, center it. Slight, the very edge here sticking over the bricks, just so we're clear. Put that in place there, and I've got 2 4x1s. Fill in the sides here. So we now have that. I've got a 2x8. We're going to stick it right in the middle here. That it? Yeah, just like that. Alright, we're going to add some 1x8s to make columns here that our strings are going to run through, little canyons. One there, and one here. And then on the other side, my stuff is moving here, and one here. Looks like that. I'm going to add a 8x2 right next to the rail here, and a 4 next to it. And same thing on the other side. Alright, we're just going to build another layer right here. Going to make the red taller. I always go across the seams to make it stronger. That in there on both sides. We just made that higher. See? Alright, it's time to put our two pieces together. These rails, holes here, are for the rubber bands, so we got to make sure they line up. As we place this piece, we'll flush it up to here over this piece and connect it on. So now we've got a much larger piece like that. Alright, to help secure this on, we're going to use some flat pieces across here. Now these are really long ones. If you don't have ones this long, just use several smaller ones. We're going to do that half on the green, half on the red here to cover the seam and make it stronger. So it's like that. Alright, we've got 2 6s here, so it's 12. Connecting them together into a row here, so we have just a 12 length flat line. Put it up against the wall here to help support the strings. This is where we're going to put the nut, right there. We're at the front here. We're going to build our little nut, so to say. This is a little piece I have in my Lego kit. If you don't have something like that, you may have to improvise. And I've also got a smaller one here that's going to go on the larger string. So we've got here 2 6x1 flat. I'm going to put there, and I'm going to put that on top of it. Oops, it doesn't want to cooperate. There we go. And I'm going to lay those 2 strings across it. This one I'm going to set next to it and lay the big string across it. Actually 3 strings because I'm missing one. The 3rd string would go right there. Like so. Okay, we're working on building our support braces here. We've got some rails here, flat ones. This one's a 10, I think the other one's an 8. It doesn't matter. We're just going to connect the 2 beams together with that for strength. Like so. Alright, we've got 2 flat 1x8s, and we're going to set them right here. It's going to add some strength, cover up the seam there, because there'll be a lot of tension on it when the rubber bands are in the right place. So this whole rail is to help support it. We're going to place a piece to connect these. Alright, now we're looking at the back, and we want to put bricks across the back. Oops, falling off. They'll stay once we're done, but a little loose right now. Alright, let's not start there. That might help. Yeah, you can see I'm doing brilliantly right now. So if you have a little trouble here, see that I'm having a little trouble here. Alright. Now, I've got here a 10 flat with 2 6 flats on top of it. That's going to go right here to hold our seam and line up with this. So we've got open side here. Do the other side. We're going to fill it in with bricks, like so. Click. One brick needs to get under here. Oops. I'll have to lift that up a little. Need to get under there. Didn't plan that well. Okay. Alright, so we have the complete row here. Oh wait, that was alright. We didn't need a brick there. I'm getting confused. We need the brick here. I'm going to put bricks over it like so. And like so. I'll make a rail here on the edge. And then we have flat line that look like that. Except there shouldn't be a gap. This is not quite positioned right. There we go. There's a gap here. And then we're going to take, and we're going to place bricks across, facing out like this to extend the length of our sound chamber. And then to hold them on and make them sturdy, we're going to put a flat piece across the seam. Like that. And do that for both sides, and then it'll look like this. Alright, now we need to build up around our sound chamber here. So we're going to start just building down the side. Just go like that. And then we can go across. Just build up our side here. Fill it in. Looks like that. You just have a little framework there around in a circle. Just make it work. You don't worry about it being completely identical. You're just making a circle around it. Alright, we're going to work some on the sound chamber. Place a piece here. Place another piece here, slightly higher up. Then a long piece, this is a 10. Across, you can make it with smaller pieces if you need to. And then a 4 going sideways. And a 4 going back. That looks like that. Still working on our sound chamber. We'll build up this side now. So we need a 4 brick there. Another 4 brick right there. And then we need the long piece. This is, something's not right here. Oh, this 4 brick needs to go up here. Move them up one there. That wasn't quite right. There we go, like that. And then the long piece goes across. That's a 10, I believe. And then we need a 4 going this way. And a 4 going this way. That doesn't look right. Oh, this piece is wrong. I'm just messing up today. Alright, this is right. We were right when we started with the placement of these pieces. Let me give you a good look. Alright, had that one out of place. Okay, now, this one I had to fix.